Hey guys, it's your girl Jamila and you're crafting with the Penny Pinching Wife. Today's tutorial will be another sublimation one and we'll be making some super cute onesies. I'll have everything you need in the description box below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.
Alright guys, for the design portion of this tutorial, we'll go ahead and start off in Canva. So that'll be canva.com. And I'm going to go over here to custom dimensions and I'm going to enter 11 by 17 inches because that is the size of the paper I'm going to be using. And I'm going to use this background as a guide. So this white space in the middle of my screen right here will be my guide. And basically, I'm just going to go ahead and upload some images that I purchased. I'm using a digital wallpaper that I purchased off Etsy. Link to the shop will be in the description box. And I'm using an SVG that I believe I purchased from zdcreations.com. That link will also be in the description box. I've had it for several years, so I'm not sure if she still sells it or not. But I will still leave the link to the website below. And right here, I'm just inserting my wallpaper and I'm just going to play around with it. I want it more blue than purple, so I'm just cropping it out a little bit over here. And if you guys aren't already in my Facebook group, go ahead and look me up on Facebook. The group is called The Penny Pinching Wife. There's 3 questions you're required to answer before you're accepted into the group. And in the group, we just talk about tutorials, share our projects, and help each other out with projects, and bounce ideas and inspiration off of each other. It's a great group. Super proud of the way a lot of the women are growing as far as their crafting, and it's just like a little community. Okay, so the Penny Pinching Wife on Facebook, answer the 3 questions and you will be accepted. So now I have my background how I want it. I'm just going to go through all my million pictures over here and upload my SVG. Now I use the Canva for some of my designs. You can use any design program you want, but canva.com is like a free website that you can do a lot of different things with, and it's pretty easy, you know, to do some designs and things in here. So this is why I like Canva. But you can also use Photoshop, Illustrator. I also use GIMP for some of my items. So it's really just a personal preference, okay? You guys don't have to use Canva, but this is just one I wanted to use to show you guys. And that's pretty much it. You know, you just insert your designs, you play around with it. And I almost forgot, don't forget to mirror your image, okay? That is very important when you're doing sublimation. You always want to print in reverse. Okay, so now that I'm done playing around with the colors and things of my image, I just went up to the top toolbar and I flipped it. And then I'm going to go ahead over here and download my image after I name it first, so it's easy for me to find. So I named it and I'm just going to hit download, and I'm going to make sure that I download it as a PNG, okay? Then once it's downloaded, I'll just go up here and open it. Open up the file, make the screen bigger, and then I'll just hit print. Now, when you print, there's just a few settings you need to make sure you have, okay? You want to make sure your paper setting is correct. 11 by 17 paper is also called tabloid paper. And you want to make sure your paper type is set to premium presentation paper matte. Turn your bleed on because you want a full page of printing, okay? Once you make sure you have those, you'll go ahead and print. And here I'm just using the Cricut Infusible Ink brand onesie. And I'm just going to take it out the package and lint roll it really, 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 really good. And so here I have some heat press pillows, and I'm trying to see like which size would be good for the shirt, because in the previous shirt I did, there was like a little white that I felt like could have been avoided had I used the pillow. So I'm just trying out the pillow and seeing how it would work. And I'm just going to pre-press the shirt for like 30 seconds at 400 degrees. And if you see right there, I didn't lint roll it really good. So there's like a blue stain on the onesie, which is fine because the design actually ended up covering it. But I didn't like the way that it pressed with the pillow, so I'm not going to use that. And for this tutorial, I'm actually out of butcher paper. So I'm just going to cover my project with some printer paper. Okay, just going to lay the onesie down. And here's the design printed out. And I'm just measuring it up against the onesie basically. And you see how a little bit of the sleeve is longer than the shirt, but at the bottom, the design is longer. So I'm just going to cut some of that off, right? And I'm going to use that excess paper and tape it to the edge right here for the sleeve. So I just cut that off, and I'm using some heat tape. And I'm just going to add that over there so the sleeve gets a little bit of color as well. And then I'm just going to take some more printer paper and I'm going to stick that inside of the onesie. Because sometimes, depending on your pressure of your heat press, when you press a design, when you press like a shirt or something, the dye will go through, will like bleed through the other side of the clothes and will leave like a ghost printing on the back. And I want to avoid that. Okay, so this paper in between the shirt will like block that. And I'm just gonna line the design up, cover my design with some coffee paper. Then I'm going to press it 400 degrees for 30 seconds. Now I did 30 seconds, but I really think you should do 60 seconds. Because you see that little white right there, that's where some of the ink didn't come off the paper, but it still actually came out super cute, so I wasn't too worried about it. So 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and I'm basically doing the same for the back as I did for the front, as far as cutting off some of the bottom, making my own little sleeves, and covering it with copy paper, and then I'll be pressing it again. And that's it, you guys. That is how I created this super cute onesie. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, join my Facebook group, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Also, guys, if you would like to purchase this design as a transfer sheet where all you do is press, I do have them available for purchase.